Good morning. If you're there, I'm a little early because I wanted to make sure I got set up properly and that you could see me and see my mat. And let me just turn this a little like that. Okay. And that you can hear me. All right. Hi, Suzette. I see you've joined. I'm going to do a little bit of tweaking. And it's the last day of March. And I've decided to do gentle, but I'll talk about that when more people have been able to sign on. I know this is new for a lot of us, okay? Okay, so let me just go back and make sure everything's okay back here. Suzette, you're there. Can you hear me? You can text me or just say yes or whatever. I want to make sure today that you can all hear me. I can always get a little closer as well. So I can get a little closer. Okay. Okay, it is a few more minutes. And so I'm excited to try something new. I'm a little nervous, but we'll get through it together. Hi, Susan. Wow. I was wondering about you. I'm going to, it's not quite 10. Can you hear me? Can you just say yes? I can hear you. I want to make sure the sound is on. Yes? Can you hear me? Okay, great. You can hear me. All right. And some of you are there. Okay, so I'm going to officially start in 3 minutes. So you can have whatever props you have ready. And don't worry if you don't have official yoga props. If you have some kind of a mat or a blanket to lie on, and if you have some blankets to prop yourself up for seated, and we're gonna do some lying down. And as you can see, I have a pillow, one of my favorite pillows a friend gave to me many years ago. So you can use a bolster, you can use a pillow, you can use blankets, whatever you need. If you feel you get cold, have your socks ready, have a jacket or whatever. Okay. Okay. So it's almost not quite 10. So make sure your volume on your device is all the way up. Mine's as high as it will go. I know when I was recording at the studio space, which I'm not allowed to be in for now because of the circumstances, there was the acoustics were not so great. But I hope the acoustics are better here, and I think the lighting's better. I tried to pick a spot where there's lots of natural light, and I turned on the lamps. So we'll do our best, okay? Okay, I'm gonna go back and sit where I'm going to be. And I do have my phone, so you can always text me. Oops. I accidentally sent myself a message. How about that? Okay. All right. Okay. Here I go. Here we go. So good morning, and thank you for joining me. This is a first. I've never taught without students in over 20 years. So our world is kind of asking us, forcing us, whatever, however you want to position that, to find new ways to do things. I'm just going to take a minute because we're social distancing, we're social isolation, we're quarantined. It's been over a few weeks for most of us. And I feel what I'm sensing out there is maybe the novelty is worn off, if it was even novel to begin with. And the emotions associated with everything that's going on are really bubbling up. And I'm not immune to that. Okay, I feel all those different emotions as well. Sadness, anger, frustration, doubt, and fear. Okay, so today we're going to do a gentle practice, and I'm going to focus a lot on breathing. Okay, because your breath is so tied to your emotional body and your physical, of course. So the idea of Hatha Yoga is movement and breath. To connect the breath, your movement, and then your mind comes into, it all comes together, okay? So I'm going to ask you to lie down. We're going to start lying down. So you have choices. You can just lie down and use a little bit of a blanket for a pillow. If you don't have a blanket, you can use a small pillow. If you have a bolster, you can put the bolster or blankets under your legs, like so. This is very comfortable. Just a little bit of support here. Take this off. So you can do this and just lie back and relax. Feels wonderful, like so. Or I know some of you like to put the support under you, so you can take the bolster and sit in front of it and lift up onto it and lie back. Or if you don't have a bolster, you can do that with 2 blankets. Okay, you can take the blankets, fold them over, and put one on top of the other. Like this. Or your pillow can go here, okay? So either another blanket or towels are great, big thick beach towels. And you can lie back and just let your spine elongate, let your arms rest to your sides. When it feels okay on your low back, stretch out your legs. If it doesn't feel okay, keep your knees bent, okay? And then just let your eyes close and relax. Just breathe. Okay. So get into a position, one of those positions where you're lying down with your legs stretched or knees bent. It doesn't matter. But I want you to be very comfortable and warm for the next few minutes, okay? We just want to get centered. Okay. And just let your muscular body relax. Let your arms and legs get heavy. So some of you aren't hearing me. Did you log into Facebook? Did you turn on the volume? Because other people can hear me. So Bob and Margaret need to sign in, I think. And if I see you show up on my feed, I think then you'll be able to hear me. Okay. Hi, Levy. Hi, Joanne. Okay. So if you missed the first part, please, whatever you have, if you have a mat or a blanket or whatever, in a nice, quiet, warm space, I want you to lie down. So you can use towels, blankets, a bolster, a pillow. You can put it under your legs or under your spine like this, and then just lie back, knees bent, and relax. It's like a shavasana if you're familiar with relaxation. And we're going to start for a few minutes there, okay? At least 5 more minutes, okay? Okay. I think some of you haven't joined officially. Okay, how are we doing? Actually, I don't want you to answer me. I want you to just relax. So the idea is for your breath to slow down, for you to slow down, and for us to slow down together. Okay, so just to review, you can use blankets, lie back, keep space underneath your low back, put a little support under your head, and let your arms relax. Keep your knees bent if you need to, or you can stretch out. Okay? Or you can put them under your legs. If you have low back stuff, you can do this. Put a few blankets, towels, whatever under your legs, and a small pillow. And just relax. So your eyes are closed. And hopefully you're in a quiet space. Hopefully you're just hearing me, and I'm going to try and talk very little for a few minutes. So remember, you want to breathe only through the nostrils, the nose, not the mouth, on the in and the out breath. But you want to soften the exterior, the muscular body, the facial muscles at the base of the ears. Notice if you're clenching at all at the jawline. Maybe separate your lips and teeth a little to release any of that tension which travels down to the neck, shoulders, and so forth. You'll feel like your front body is resting upon your back body. So your mind, this busy, busy mind, can start to slow down. As your mind slows down, your breath slows down. As your breath slows down, your mind slows down. And we all have had so much coming at us, okay? We're being bombarded. So we really need to take this time together. How are we doing? We're going to be here a little longer. We're going to focus a lot on the breath, the breathing, the prana, the life force. We want to slow. And then we want to really continue to disengage from any exterior noises, distractions, and go in. And I want you to hear your own breath. Can you hear the sound of your own breath? I told you I was going to be doing this. Come on. Jesus. One thing. Okay. So the breath is like the wave of the ocean. We breathe in, we receive. We breathe out, and we release. So the way we detoxify, there's 3 ways. We eliminate, we sweat, we breathe. And breathing is the most important right now. Okay? So what I'd like you to do is pretty much stay where you are, except if you're on blankets under your spine or on a bolster, I want you to come off of those and just lie back with your knees bent, okay? So you can use something under your head. I want you to remove everything else for now. I'm just going to be here a few more minutes. And with your knees bent, lie down. And just stay in contact with the breath. And we want to find a modulated breath, an even flow to the breath. So the inhale and the exhale have a rhythm. Most of us breathe around a 4-count breath, however you count, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, so forth. Or a 5 or 6 count if you've been practicing longer. So I want you to sort of tap into that flow and that rhythm. It's modulated, it's like a metronome, and it's very soothing and grounding and balancing. So we're just going to review a 3-part breath, and then we'll do some nice gentle stretches. So you would take your right hand and just put it over your upper chest, gently, just rest it, don't push. Your left hand, you're going to rest over your abdominals. Your middle finger, we'll get closer, is going to go right about where your navel is. Okay, and they're just going to rest there while you're lying down. And I want you to feel if the breath is moving when we're stressed or anxious, in good ways or not so good ways. The breath reflects, okay, our emotions and anxiety. So we want to be sure the breath is moving past the upper chest because we can hold the breath, and down around the abdominals and moving through so it gets into all the organs and tissues and so forth. Okay, so one hand gently, the other hand over the navel, abdominals, and just breathe, feel the flow. Some of us, when we inhale from the bottom up, like we're filling a glass of water, and then we exhale from the top down. Some of us fill from the top to the bottom. It doesn't matter so long as you're filling and then emptying. Okay, so we're going to stay here another minute or so. 3-part breath. Stuff might come up. Emotions might come up. Thoughts might come up. That's okay. Let them. Let them come up and then let them go with the exhale. We have to find a way to flush it out. We don't hold on to things that aren't healthy for us. know some of you can't hear me. I don't know what to tell you. You have to click. Because I know some can't hear me. Okay, how are we doing out there? About another minute. 3-part breath. Inhale, and then the exhale. Go deep. Not forcing the breath. We don't push the breath. We don't pull the breath. You just move the breath gently in the flow. And then feel your whole being breathed. Okay? Feel yourself being breathed. Feel your skin breathing, your whole body, all those, I don't know how many cells are in us, all receiving that fresh oxygen and then releasing and detoxing emotionally, physically, mentally. There's a lot of toxic stuff right now. We're all nervous about even breathing. What we touch, who we see, how close we get, let it move through. Another half minute. Feel your lungs expand. Know that when you breathe deeply, you're massaging the lungs, the heart, the organs to stay vital, to stay healthy. This is good for all of your systems, your respiratory, your circulatory, and your immune system, which is really important. Okay, so your knees are bent. You've got this wonderful breathing. So let's just gently bring in the right knee, holding it, the knee or the shin or the back of the thigh. Gently flex your right foot, straighten the left leg like you're standing on it. So you want to be engaged but not stiff. Breathe, stay with the breath, move the breath, and then just draw circles with your right big toe. Try to keep the movement isolated to your ankle and foot. Okay, big circles, clockwise and counterclockwise, maybe 5 or 6 in each direction. You might hear some little clicking, popping noises. That's okay. It's okay. All right. Good. All right, and then we're going to change sides, bringing in the left and extending the right. And the same thing. Flexing both feet and just get some movement in the left ankle of the foot. I'm hearing some little clicking. That's okay. Even if you feel stiff, do it anyway. Okay, we want to keep that mobility and range of motion. Good. Lower your left foot with the knee bent. Bring your right ankle over, like you're sitting in a chair with your legs crossed. And just wait, and this might be enough. Okay, we're just going to start getting to the hips a little bit. I know a lot of us are home a lot, we're sitting a lot. So these muscles and these tendons and ligaments can get a little tight. Okay, so you're going to gently start to bring the left knee in toward you. At some point, your body's going to respond right in the middle of your glute. Stop there. If you can hold the left leg with your hands, it's okay. If you can't, you can use a strap. Okay? Breathe into it. So learning to laser the breath right where we're feeling the stretch. Now, we're going to try this. Let's straighten that left leg, and let's make some more circles on the ceiling. 4, 5, 6 each way. And then flex and extend. Breathe. 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 Exhale. Inhale. Notice where you feel it. In the calf maybe the hamstrings, maybe the Achilles tendon, maybe everything, maybe nothing. It's okay. Breathe. Good. And then lower. I'm going to change and go back. Left over right. Wait. So I got a response from my quadricep when I did that. Breathe. When you're ready, gently bring in the right knee. Slide your hands around. If you can. If you can't, use a strap or something, a belt or a tie or something. Good. And then let's lift up through the right leg. And again, let's make some more circles. Good. Good. And then flex and point. Flex and point. Breathe. 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 And when you're ready, release and wait. Okay, turn onto your side. Come up very slowly and gently. How are we doing? I hope you're doing well. I feel much better. Okay, so get something under you for support. And by the way, if sitting on cross-legged like so isn't comfortable, you can use a chair. Okay, you can sit in a chair with your feet flat and you're lengthening the spine. Okay, because I know some people out there have knee issues, hip issues, low back issues. Getting up and down off and off the floor can be challenging, and so they avoid doing yoga at all. But there is a whole cycle of wonderful stretches we can do in a chair, and I'll be doing that in the future. Okay, so let's just sit for a moment. Just get your pelvis into neutral. Feel your spine lift up off the bowl of pelvis. Let your hands rest lightly on the tops of your legs. Okay. Palms up. I suggest palms up because we receive through the palms, the soles of the feet. But open, keep that openness across the chest and see if you can come back to that 3-part breath again. You feel the rhythm of the breath, the flow, the wave moving through your midline, through the spine, out, all directions, back, front, corners, sides, everywhere. Okay. Relax around the jawline. Relax the tongue, the inner palate. Let your eyes close. Notice what comes up, what bubbles up when we try to be quiet. Thoughts, emotions, impressions, memories. And just can we watch them and let them go? Can we? It's a practice. It's a practice. How are you doing? Okay. And then just gently bring your hands to your heart and lower your gaze. Let us send love, light, and healing to heart center. Yours, your loved ones, and everyone, everywhere. Let's come back. Recross your legs. And then let's take the arms out to the sides. Stretch. Relax the shoulders, lift the rib cage. So we're going to get into some other stress areas. Okay. And then we're going to bring the arms up, shoulders down. Interlace your fingers, flip your palms inside out and stretch. And breathe. And stretch. Good. And then let them come down, resting your fingertips by your sides. So we're going to do a lot of scale, a lot of tension in the neck. So I'd like you to do is take your left ear, like you're going to kiss your left shoulder with your left ear. So just gently lean toward your left ear. You're not going to touch it, but just in that direction. So this is where we hold a lot of our stuff. And if it's okay, I want you to slide your left hand just behind your ear, gently resting. Don't pull your head forward. Make sure you're in alignment over your shoulder. And just let it rest. Maybe go a little deeper. Right in the center area, right here. Breathe into it. So this is where we hold in our neck, shoulders, a lot of stress and tension. Breathe into it. Especially the exhale, long exhales. And again, you can do this seated in a chair, okay? And then releasing. And we're going to make gentle circles. We're going to draw circles now with our nose. So just draw gentle circles. Don't go too fast. You can have your eyes open or closed and gently go up, look up to the corners, to the sides, and down. Make big circles. Just make a couple. Good. And then when you're done, just come back to center and wait. Sometimes we feel like we're still moving. Good. So let's do the other side. So now your right ear is going to kiss or head in the direction of kissing your right shoulder. Keep your hands gently out to the sides. So now we're getting into the left edge. Okay, from right the base of the ear, that jawline all the way down. So my right side was a lot more tight because I'm right-handed. Okay, but I'm going to just gently go over to my right, and then I'm going to take my right hand and just let it rest just behind your ear on the side of your skull. So it's not pressure, you're not pulling or pushing, you're just letting it rest. It creates a little more stretch. Breathe into it. Breathe deep. So if you do this on your own, go for 5 nice deep breaths at least, maybe more on the side that's a little tighter. Okay, and then when you're ready, you can release, and we're going to do circles again. The other direction. So I'm going to look up. I keep my eyes open, but you can close your eyes. But move your eyes as well. Okay, just go in. And maybe one more. And when you're ready, just wait, breathe. Good. We're going to change again. We're going to do a couple more things, and we're going to get on our hands and knees. So taking the arms up, gently, shoulders down, ribcage up. And this is called cherry picking or reaching for the stars. So you reach through one side and the other. And one, breathe, and reach. Learning to reach from here, not from the shoulders. Lift up off the pelvis, lift from your low ribs. I remember when this was an aha moment for me when I was taking classes. And it was an aha that was always squeezing my shoulders. And then when I did this, it was such a relief. So breathe and a few more. Good. And then let's take a little side sway. Go over to your side. Rest your hand. Extend. Keep the opposite hip grounded. Deep breath. Breathe into this flank. Breathe. Good. we go, and over to the other side. Doesn't matter which side you do first. Breathe into these muscles of the rib cage, the intercostals, and into the low back. And when you're ready, up we go, and back. Yay. Let's come on to hands and knees, okay? Hands and knees. So if you're on a hard floor with a mat and you need more support, feel free to put a blanket under your knees. Today I'm on a carpet and a mat, so I don't need an extra blanket, but it's up to you. Okay. So a reminder about the hands. Okay, I'm going to get closer. Here I come. When you're remembering, everything starts with where your contact is with the earth or the floor. That's why we do yoga barefoot. So when on our hands and knees, the hand position is so important because of the alignment. So maybe you can put your hands up, okay? So spread your fingers apart as wide as they'll go, even if you have issues. I know some of you have arthritic stuff and stiffness or sprains or whatever. Just send the energy out to your fingerprints, okay? So, and if you look, okay, your middle finger, there's an alignment all the way up through the wrist, the elbow, and to the shoulder. And we want to keep that alignment when we're on all fours. So when we're on all fours like this, really solid hands, it's called elephant hands. And then we go little bird hands, little birds, little bird feet, okay, real gentle, bending the knuckles barely. And something else I want to emphasize, because we're all on the computer a lot, doing this, we're on our phones a lot, we're driving, we tend to kind of roll out to these edges of our hands and therefore our elbows and our shoulders, and that's going to create issues. The heel of the hand is not weight bearing, but here, these pads are. So when we're on all fours, we want the pressure and the emphasis to be here, okay? This mound and the pads at the roots of your fingers, okay? Okay, check your hands. Okay, so first we're going to do cat dog. Okay, cat dog. So my shoulders are over my wrists, my hips are over my knees. I'm going to do this so you can maybe see me a little bit better. If you know it, just go for it. Okay, so we inhale on a cat. We exhale on a dog. So cat tilt, the tailbone moves back. Round, round, round. Open up the back body. Breathe, breathe, breathe. The dog wags its tail. Okay, lifts the tail and lengthen forward on the exhale. So again, it's a ripple, a wave of the breath. That same wave, the same, just like your three-part. This time it starts at the base and finishes at the crown. Okay, so eyes open or closed. Find your rhythm. No compression. So when you come into dog, please don't pull up on the chin. Lengthen through the crown of the head, okay? So there's no compression here. So as we inhale, it's the wave starts at the bottom, moves to the top. Exhale. Continue. Okay, so continue like that. Cat dog. Find your breath, find your rhythm, stay with it. This is something you can do seated as well, okay? You can do it, and you should be doing this really a little bit of this every day. Cat, dog, cat, dog. So feel that rhythm, that flow moving through you. This is so good for the spine, moving the synovial fluid, keeping your spine healthy and vital, which is what we want, because that's the main highway for everything else, okay? A little more, a couple more rounds. Inhale. Inhale, feel that tailbone move and everything follows. And exhale. Good. And we're just going to take a little rest. If your wrists are starting to talk to you, lower on your forearms. Shake, squeeze like you're squeezing little rubber balls. Turn the palms up. Shake it out. Good. So now we're going to do hip and rib rolls. So this is a little juicier, and we're going to move. We're going to use elephant hands and bird hands. We're going to alternate, and it's just very spontaneous. And move. So big hip movements, big hip rolls, neck rolls. Eyes open or closed. So this is about listening to your body and where it feels good to move. Okay, where it feels good to move. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bird hand, and that helps move into my immune system, my lymph glands. I have to breathe and move to get those cleared out. Breathe. Maybe a little tiny cobra movement. Something else I like to do is a baby lunge. So you can take one leg back and the other arm forward and breathe into that. I'm feeling it really open up my low back. So breathe into that. And 5 or so breaths, and then alternate on your own. Breathe deep. Good. And then let's do a couple more cat dog. Your low back loves this. Okay, now we're going to go into downward facing dog. So if this is an issue for you, you can do it on your forearms. Okay. So your arms are strong. Curl the toes under. Take a nice big inhale. When you exhale, up you come. Up, 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 up. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now we're going to walk the dog or bicycle the legs. We're going to bicycle the legs. So please bring your weight off of your front body. Bend your knees if you're stiff. Lift your sit bones way up to the ceiling. Bend those knees, lift up and away. Feel the integrity of your hands, elephant hands. Breathe in down dog. Breathe, breathe, breathe. When you need to rest, let's lower the knees and take a little child's pose. So if you can just sit like so. Come back and do child's pose or just rest. Because we're going to go back. Okay, so here we go again, back into down dog. Take your time. Inhale. Use your exhale. Up we go. Breathe. So you're going to come into a standing forward bend. And how are we going to do that? We're going to slowly walk up toward the top of our mat till your toes are about 6 inches from the top. Always wait till you have your footing before you do something else, okay? Wait till you're really solid. Then I want you to hold your elbows. I'll do this facing you. Hold your elbows and hang. Bend your knees, and just hang. Okay, just hang. Be heavy. Hang. Let your upper body be limp, like wet laundry. Like it's hanging over a clothesline or over a fence. Breathe. Then change the cross of the arms. Good. Good. Bring the hands down, and we're going to step back into down dog. Good. So we're going to do a plank. If you can't do a plank, it's okay. Just bring your knees down. You're going to lift the heels, come up into a plank. Shoulders over or behind the wrists. Your tailbone's looking down at your heels. Breathe. Okay, good. And then we're going to lower the knees. Keep your toes curled under. And gently just sit back toward your heels with your arms straight ahead. With an inhale, come back up onto all fours. Up on an exhale, down dog. Good. And this is a little sequence we're going to do. So as you inhale, plank. As you exhale, we call this puppy pose or half dog. Come back. As you inhale, come up. As you exhale, down dog. Find your rhythm. Let's do two more. So it's a plank and down. And then up on an inhale and a down dog. And one more. On your own. We're going to finish. Now we're going to step into a lunge. Okay, so I'm going to bring my feet forward a little, push off a little. I'm going to start to bring my right foot up in between my thumbs. So I'm going to head straight up. If I don't get there, I'm just going to keep walking my foot up till I'm in a lunge. Your hands can be bird, knuckles, fists, elephant, or blocks. Whatever you do, do the same for both sides, okay? So we're going to try a balanced pose. What do you think? Let's do crescent. Bring my left foot forward a little. I'm going to start to come up. Now, you can always keep the left foot flat. Okay. And I'm going to look straight ahead. I'm going to use my hands on my right leg to kind of balance myself. And I can see my head got cut off. I'll move the laptop in a minute. Okay, if there's more, your arms come out and then overhead. Okay, let me fix this. Sorry. Oops. Don't want to lean over too much. Okay. Better? Okay, so the right foot forward, back foot, you're in a little lunge, arms overhead, bring the hands to the heart, bring them back to the mat. We're going back to down dog. Okay, so get the hands down, exhale, lift, and back we go. Good. Let's plank. Lower the knees, sit back. Up we go, down dog. So we're going to step forward on the left. So push off, aim your left foot right up toward your left thumb, and up you go. Good. Almost. Keep lifting or walking it up till you're there. Don't let your knee pass your heel. Don't push into the knee. Breathe. And when you're ready, let's try crescent on this side. So I'm going to shorten my stance a little. I'm going to start to lift upward, look up. Press my left leg, ground it into the mat, into the rug, into the floor. Strong back leg. Just wait for the inner cues, okay? Wait till you think you're ready. And gently. And then bringing the hands to the heart. This time, bring the hands down, and we're going to step forward. Up we go. Okay, and wait till you have your footing, and then we're going to come all the way up again, and hands to the heart. Okay, how are we doing? I'm going to back this off a little more, because we're going to do some standing poses. What do you think? Half sun salutes, maybe? I'm thinking. This is the opposite. I'm looking into the screen. It's like the opposite, so it's really interesting. Okay. We're going to do half sun salute. If you know them, you can just go ahead. Okay? If If you don't, here we go. So we start in mountain pose. This is always default, second toe straight ahead. Take a moment to get into your legs, into your feet. Find your breath. If you lost your rhythm, find your breath. 4 count, 5 count, whatever. I'm going to move to a 4 count. So let's bring the hands to the heart. We'll start together, and I'm going to let you go on your own for a while. On an inhale, the arms come up and overhead, big wingspan. As you exhale, swan dive over. Inhale, we open like a book. Lengthen, dog tilt. Exhale, fold, touch something, the mat, your feet, your shins, and then up we come. Use the legs, coming up and again. Your inhale, swan dive over, bend the knees a little bit as you fold. Inhaling, we extend, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up we come, big wingspan, and hands to the heart. So let's do some together. Go at your own pace. You don't have to be in sync with me. I want you to be in your own rhythm. Up, up, up. Continue. So you want to find this. It's a moving meditation, really. And it's a wonderful way to just get centered and grounded. We call this a vinyasa, okay? So continue and do a few more. So just find your flow and stay with it. What's nice, a vinyasa is when movement and breath are together, okay, in a flowing sequence, and that's what this is, as is sun salute, which we're going to do next, okay? We're going to do a full sun salute on each side, and these are all sequences designed to get into all the different, the major muscle groups, the bones, and so forth. Again, please do what you can do. Okay, so now, this last one, when you finish this next one, just wait. So we're going to do sun salute on the right side and the left side. So the Sanskrit is Surya Namaskar. It's 12 asana or postures or poses strung together in a very specific sequence. I know a lot of you out there know it, so I invite you to go ahead and do on the right side and then the left side on your own. So remember, what's important is consistent movement with the breath. So I'm going to do one on each side. I'll talk through what I'm doing, and again, I'm going to move to about 4 count breath. And you can join me, or please do your own. If you don't know this sequence, just do what you can with me. Okay, just do what you can. You're never obligated to try and do everything. Okay, just trying is wonderful. So we start just like half sun salute. Big inhale. And then we swan dive and fold. And go half. And forward bend. Now we're going to step back on the right into a lunge. We're going to step back into down dog on an exhale if you can. If you're learning, just breathe. Otherwise, it's an exhale, lift, step back. And then we come into a plank. Inhale, we lower the knees, and we do what's called 8-point pose. So the elbows hug, and we lower the upper body, and then we slide gently into what's called cobra. So you can come onto your forearms. If you have low back stuff, strong legs, you can come onto your forearms. And then we go back to down dog. So bring your hips up and up we go. Take as many rounds of breath as you need to get back. Then we're going to step forward on the right, back into lunge, push off, head in that direction, and then just lift it where you want it. And then back to the beginning of a forward bend. And up we go. And, okay, so now the left side, and I want you to do it on your own. I'm going to do my own, I'll cue, but I don't necessarily want you to stay with me, okay? Arms overhead, swan dive, fold, half, and fold. Left foot steps back, exhale back, down dog, your plank. Lower the knees. If it doesn't work for you to lower into the chest, just sit back toward your heels. Some of us have shoulder and wrist issues. We don't want to aggravate. And then up we go, down dog. And then we're going to step forward, get a little push off, get a little mojo, and up you go. And fold. And all the way up. And I'll wait for you. Okay. And you're welcome after the session. This is being recorded, so you can watch it again, or you can share it. I'll be recording, they automatically record all of them and then they post them. You can send me questions, you can message me, or you can send me a private message in Messenger or email or text. We can talk if you have issues about something, we can chat and even do a Skype or a FaceTime if you have a specific issue you're dealing with. Almost everyone I know has something going on, okay? Shoulder, low back, knees, hips, you know, plus all the emotional stress and so forth, okay? Okay, are we done? Okay, I'm going to move this back a little more. Okay. Okay. So let's do a few standing poses together. So I'm going to maybe face me, like so. I'm going to do a very nice, gentle standing pose flow. Don't overdo it. Don't push. Okay, just do what you can. We're going to hold each of the postures or asana for about 5 nice deep breaths once we get there. Okay, so we just take a leg length stance. It's not more than like 3 to 3.5 feet. Okay, we do the right side first. We always do the right side first. So I need to pivot to my right. Turn on your heels, please, one at a time. The right foot goes out 90, the back foot turns in 45. Why one at a time? To protect our knees. Our knees always want to track over our second toe. Okay, very important. And then we're just going to let the arms reach out like wings. And we trust and follow our gaze with our right hand. So I'm going to look at my right middle finger and stretch into the horizon until it takes me to my right leg, above or below the knee. And from there, I twist toward you. I'm going to twist to my left. And you can see the triangle of my legs, the triangle of my arm with my side, okay? And my arms are pretty much in alignment in a straight line. Breathe, 5 nice deep breaths. You can look to the side, you can look up. You should be able to see at least your thumb in your peripheral vision. Turn more into the twist from your rib cage, not your shoulder. Good. After your 5 breaths, or close to it, we may have lost count, that's okay. We're going to come up. Okay, and then we're going to go into what's called Warrior 2. So I'm going to take a longer stance, 4 to 6 inches. I'm going to check that my hips are in neutral. And as I bend the knee, the right knee, I want want to stay centered and feel like I'm in my midline center. And from that point, my arms will reach out and I gaze into the horizon to my right. Stay strong in your center. Breathe. You want to know your knee is over your right heel, not past it. About 5 nice deep breaths here. Try not to use your shoulders. Lift the arms from the sides like wings. And we're going into side angle. So we're going to bring the elbow, we're going to bend the elbow and stretch from our hip crease over just till our forearm meets our thigh. And then that turns us, and this left arm extends. So we're exposing this whole flank. Your heart is seeking the light. So all these standing poses are the sun energy, Surya, sun, the male energy, the yang, and they are excellent for bones, muscles, organs, tissues, and so forth. Sending out really good messages to those cells, okay? So we're going to come up, and we're going to straighten the right leg. We're going to pivot. We're going to come back to neutral. And I'm going to wait for a breath or two so my body recalibrates. Sometimes our breath shifts a little bit when we're putting more effort. Just let it settle back into your rhythm. Good. Are you ready for the other side? So I'm going to just cue you, but I want you to do it on your own rhythm of breaths, okay? So a leg length stance. Pivot to your left. It turns your hips about 45 degrees. When you're ready, extend, and then follow your gaze, okay? Don't overreach. Don't let your hips pop out. Just follow till you're touching your shin, and then you're going to gently twist, turn to your right. Hold for your 5 breaths, okay? Whatever that is. And after you've finished, we'll go into Warrior 2. So it's a longer stance. Neutral hips. When you bend the knee, you don't push forward, you stay in your center. And let the arms, again, reach out. Hold for your 5. If you have shoulder things and it's starting to tweak your shoulders, just put your hands on your hips, okay? There's always ways to modify every pose so that your body can still do the most of it. This isn't about pushing past your edges or your limits, okay? And then we're going to extend, meet the left. The right arm makes this lovely stretch alongside the ear. Don't let your shoulder collapse or your ear collapse to your shoulder. Extend. Five nice deep breaths here, okay? When you come up, keep in that lunge to strengthen the quads, the hip flexors. Straighten, turn, and back. We go. Good. Let your arms rest to your sides and close your eyes for a moment. So just take the time to feel the sensations of your body. We have a tendency to rush from one thing to another, okay? And we want our physical being to be able to integrate everything we've been doing today. Okay. So, I'd like you to do a balance pose. And if if you know tree pose, you can do tree pose on your own. And I suggest you come up onto the firmest surface you can. I'm on carpet, so that's not the firmest surface, okay? So I'm going to move the mat. If you don't know tree pose, there's some other things you can do for balance, and I'm going to let you do tree pose. Those of you who know it on both sides, you know what to do. Something else you can do to get balance is just, first of all, come up on the balls of the feet and lower. Come up and lower. Feel like there's a golden cord lifting you up and lowering you up, straight down. So straight up, breathe, and straight down, breathe. The up part is easier than sometimes the down part. Try and modulate it and control it so when you come up and up. Can you hold? Breathe, breathe, and down. And up, straight up, hold, breathe, breathe, and down. Okay, now, here's another one. And if you need to, you can hold on to a counter or a chair. Okay? Bring your right knee up and straight down. Keep your hips level. Use these muscles. So straight up and breathe. And up and breathe. Breathe as you come up and breathe as you lower. Again, use a wall if you need to, a chair, a counter, a table, and down. One more, and we're going to hold. So coming up and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. And lower. Wow. Is your left leg working a lot? Okay, the other side. So up and down. And up and down. Try not to lean forward. Look straight ahead or higher. Bring it up and down and up and down. One more, and then we'll hold on the next one and down. So let's hold on this one. So bring it up, breathe, lift your rib cage, breathe, breathe, breathe. Excellent, and down. Okay, take a moment. Feel how your body's trying to find balance. Here's another version. Again, use a chair, counter, table, whatever, or a wall if you need to. So we bring it up, stretch forward, bring it back, and down. Let's do 2 more. Up, stretch, up, down. Again, up, extend, back, and down. Now we're going to hold on each part. So up, 2, 3, 4, out, 3, 4. Good. Hang in there. And down. Okay. Let's wait a breath or 2. Okay, let's go. Left side. Up and forward and back and down. Up and forward and back and down. Ooh, my left side my right leg isn't quite as cooperative. And forward and back and down. And we're going to hold on this one. So up, 3, 4, out, back, and down. Let your arms rest, close your eyes. Just feel what you're feeling. Where are you feeling? Hips maybe? Quads? Hamstrings? Maybe your breath got a little ragged. Just come back in. Just come back in. Ready? We're going to go back to the floor. So, get my mat. And I'm going to take you down to the floor through downward facing dog. Okay? So, come to the top of your mat. When you're ready, stretch the arms overhead and forward bend. Step back on either side, left or right, into a down dog. Last one for today. You'll learn to love it. You can do this using a wall or a chair. I'll show you that sometime. Lower your knees. And then we're going to come back onto our back with our knees bent. So roll around with your knees on your back with your knees bent. Okay. If you have a block, please have it. If you don't, you can even use a pillow. Okay. But if you don't have either one, don't worry about it. Okay. So come onto your back. I'm going to fix the screen a little bit so you can see me. Okay. Okay. Oh, and we have a visitor to show us cat pose. Do you want to show? Good. Come on. Here he comes. Yes. Yes. The expert. Talk about relaxation, huh? Okay, so go onto your back with your knees bent. Can you see me? Yes. Never try with pets and children, right? And he's watching. It's kind of cute. Okay, so just in case we did something that kind of, maybe overdid, just kind of roll around a little bit. Make big circles, bring your knees in. Oh, it feels so good. Do something nice, right? Make big circles. Roll around, rock from side to side. Breathe. Find those edges, breathe. And breathe. And then, just in case, if you're low back, let's do this little stretch again. Just hold your right leg gently, stretch your left forward. Just let your leg kind of sink into you with the breath. Good. Good. And then we'll change. When you're ready, if you need more on that side, that's okay, do that. And again, let the low back spread across the floor, very deep. Good. And we're going to bend the knees. If you have a block, you can put it between your knees. He's watching the screen. I think he can't figure out who's me. Okay, or a pillow. Something between your knees, if you can, okay? Why? Okay, when you're holding on to something with your knees, it keeps your knees in integrity over your heels. There's a tendency when we do back bridges and so forth to let the knees flop apart, and we don't want that. We want to keep it like so. So I prefer a block, but a pillow works too. Put it right between your thighs and your knees. Okay. And your arms at your sides. I'm not going to use a pillow. So what we're going to do, you're going to start to lift your hips off of your mat. And you're going to do what's a cat tilt. So your tailbone lifts up toward your knees, and you'll feel your shoulders melt down. I want your arms to come gently overhead as you do that. Okay? Breathe, lift up, up, up. Stay in your heels of your feet. Squeeze, hold the pillow or the block. And as we lower, we're going to extend from the top of the spine down, one vertebra at a time, and coordinate, synchronize our arms coming down at the same time. Okay, let's try that again. So up, the arms start to lift, the hips start to lift, the spine, that wave comes up, And then we lower, lengthen with the exhale. And an inhale, just go to your own flow, up. It's like cat dog in a way. It's movement of the spine, moving the synovial fluid for that vitality, okay, and mobility. And again, this time I'm going to hold, okay? So see if you can hold. Breathe. Keep lifting your abdominals, your heart, your navel to the ceiling. Hold that block or pillow if you can. Don't let your knees flop apart. Breathe. And then lengthen as you start to lower. Okay, and rest. Good. Let's take the block or pillow away. Okay. And I'm going to do something I did last week because I love this. So we're going to bring the legs up to the ceiling. Your arms overhead. So this is again more the moon, the fluid energy. Inhale. As you exhale, fold, empty. Inhaling, we extend out and up. It's very, very soft, fluid movements. And then as we exhale, we create the space to hug ourselves. And nice inhale up and exhale. And again. And maybe again. This feels so lovely. Again, it becomes a moving meditation of sorts. Up. And when you're ready, you can just rest. The feet down and the arms at your sides. Isn't that great? So we're going to do a very gentle twist and then another twist. Okay. So this first one, you bring your feet to the opposite sides, edges of your mat. Right foot on the right edge, left on the left edge, knees bent. Your arms are out to your side, not any higher than your shoulders. So this is another really wonderful movement for all of the organs, the spine, the hips, and so forth. So as you exhale, just let your knees sort of roll to one side. And as you inhale, let them come back to center. You roll onto the sides of your feet. Don't push. Okay, we want to be nice to our knees. So it's the exhale, we just sort of rock to the right or the left. Inhale, we come back. And then we go to the other side. And if it feels natural, the head will want to turn the opposite way. So as my knees come to my right, my head will want to turn to the left, and so forth. So continue. And you can close your eyes and breathe and let it just be a fluid, rolling movement. And this is so good for the low back. It's like bilateral. And for the muscles of the back and the shoulders, it just, especially after what we've been doing, we always want to do pose and counter pose. Whatever we do, we want to do the opposite. So we're always seeking balance. Okay, a little more. Okay. And by the way, if you find yourself with low back stuff or stress, anything that we've done will work. You don't have to do an hour and a half. Okay? Pick what you need and can do at the time. Okay, and when you're ready, come back to center. And we're going to do one more finishing twist together. Those of you who practice with me, I'm going to let you choose your favorite reclining twist. Okay? The rest of you, I'm going to do this version. So, I'm going to, your knees are bent, slide your hips toward the right, just lift your hips toward the right edge of your mat, okay? And then straighten your left leg and feel like it's right in the middle of your mat. Your right foot sits on your right thigh or shin, or the knee is okay. And then you bring the knee across to your left, but your right shoulder doesn't leave the mat. Okay, so you want both shoulders firm on the mat as your knee comes across. Your straight leg will turn onto the baby toe side. Why do we keep the shoulder down? This keeps you from over twisting and hyperextending your shoulder. We know how to do that. We don't need to do that. This is your safety valve. This is your anchor. So just breathe into it. Breathe into this right edge. Let's go for 5 more breaths together. What do you think? You're 5. Twists are wonderful. They rig us out. They really move through the toxins. Mental, physical, and emotional. We all have all of them, don't we? Okay, and when you're ready, you come back. And to go to the other side, bend your knees, bring your hips to the middle, then all the way to the left, all the way over. And when you bring your right leg down the middle and your foot on top, that brings you back into alignment, crown to leg. So twist, you really want the integrity of the spine. Keep your left shoulder down, gently twisting to your right, okay? Hold for 5 nice deep breaths, please. And those of you on your own, when you finish, it's what you've all been waiting for, relaxation. And in these times of there's a lot of stress out there, a lot of emotions out there. I'm not immune from that. This is wonderful for me too. I miss having students in front of me. This is my first time teaching with no one in the room. But I'm very grateful for all of you who are tuning in so I can continue sharing what has been shared with me by my teachers and their teachers and so forth. When you're ready, relaxation. You can put a bolster or blankets under your legs or behind you. You can cover yourself with a blanket. You can use a pillow. So what's important? What's important is that you stretch out. So your legs, stretch out your legs and let them go. Stretch your arms just away from your sides and let them go. Turn your palms up. We receive through our palms and the soles of our feet. And then take a nice deep inhale and let it go. And keep letting it go, letting it go, letting it go. So you'll feel this heaviness at first, like your arms feel heavy, your legs, you're just letting all of your physical weight go. And then after a few minutes, and we're going to be here a little while, you start to feel a lightness of letting go. So as you close your eyes, let the breath soften. Feel your eyes, your eyeballs sink into the sockets. Feel the softness as you sort of sink into a still, quiet, calm space. And know that your body is integrating everything you've done for you. There's nothing you need to do. So just enjoy these few minutes. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. your mind drift, let your thoughts drift. You might even go into a demi state of sleep. That's okay too. There's nothing to do. There's nowhere to go. There's no one to be. This is about undoing, not doing. This is something you do for yourself. And as you do it for yourself, you do for others. So the vibration of the chime It reverberates as sound does and resonates. And we're reminded to begin our journey back to this breath, this moment, knowing that everything we've done is being integrated for us. We don't have to remember or think about it. Your body intelligence knows what to do. So take some nice deep breaths, like a yawning maybe, and stretching maybe. And just breathe into your toes and your fingers and stretching maybe your arms and legs. Don't worry, just dry throat. Talking so much. Good. And then when you're ready, turn onto your side with your knees bent and your eyes closed in sort of a fetal position. And as is my tradition, I read a poem. It's from Hafez, who is a Sufi poet in the tradition of Rumi. And this translation is called The Gift. I want all of us to start talking about this great love, as if you and I and the sun were all living in a tiny room, helping each other to cook, do the wash, weave and sew, care for beautiful animals. We all leave each morning to labor on the earth's fields. No one does not lift a great pack. I want all of us to start singing like traveling minstrels about this extraordinary existence we share, as if you, I, and God were all married and living in a tiny room. And ever so gently, arise, join me in a comfortable seated position. And we'll seal our time together with the Namaste invocation. Many of you know it. I did publish it on this page. And just recite what you know with me. I honor the place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is of love, of peace, of light, and of truth. When you are in that place in you, and I am in that place in me, we are one. Namaste. Om Shanti. Peace to you. Thank you for coming today. I'll see you Thursday, I hope, same time, I guess the same place. If you have requests, send me a text, send me a message, send me an email, post something on this page, share with your friends, and if you want to donate and contribute, I have instructions on that. I can send you an email via PayPal or however. Okay, I don't want anyone to not show up because they are also kind of stretched right now. These are challenging times for many of us, but we have to stay the course. Love you all. Blessings, and I'll see you on Thursday. I hope.